Hello everyone, David Howard here, LEGOLAND Discovery Center, Chicago's master model builder. Today, I wanted to scale down and talk about microbuilding. So follow me and we'll get started. So what is microbuilding? Well, microbuilding is taking your big ideas
and making them really small.
So let me show you how I made my building so you can take some of the ideas from this one and apply them to your own buildings. Let's begin. So whenever you start off a Lego creation or a building, you want to start with a nice base. So I'm going to start with this foundation here. It's an 8 by 8 black plate. Now I'm going to build up from here, and the first thing that I want to add to my building is a sidewalk. So I'm going to use some 2 by 2 gray tiles and just make a sidewalk in the front of my building. Just like this. So now that leaves us some space to build our foundation of our building. So I'm just going to use some 1 by gray parts and just start building around like this. Alright, now I'm going to want to build around and make the front special. So what I'm going to take these parts to first make our building modular. So these are 1 by 2 Technic bricks with 2 holes to put a Technic peg in so we can connect our buildings together. If we were going to make maybe multiples of these buildings and make a whole city block. So you see, and then they'll just snap together right there. So I'm going to start building up from the bottom here. I'm going to use some flat plate pieces just to start off this base here, because I'm going to use these special 1 by 2 jumper plates. So they're these plates with only 1 stud in the center. I'm going to use those as kind of like the carpet, the entryway to my building here. So now you can see though, that leaves us with a row of plates here. Now, 3 plates stacked on top of each other equals the height of 1 brick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a little fancy. I'm only going to stack another plate on top of these ones. And then I wanted to use these pieces here. These are 1 by 1 bricks with a stud on the side to attach maybe some kind of light fixture to the front of my building. Now remember, we're thinking really small, so you're going to have to utilize these kind of pieces to attach things to the sides of your building. So we'll probably use a couple more a little bit later on in the build. So now I'm just going to keep adding pieces. Now I have added 1 by 2s to equal the height of these 1 by 1s with the studs, just to even that out. Now when we start building up along here, it's going to be uneven, so I'm going to have to actually use 1 more plate to even that out. So when we start building up the back again, it's even. Now I'm going to take some of these 1 by 2 transparent plates, and these are going to be my light fixtures just on the front of my building here, like this. And straighten them out. And now for the door. So I'm going to actually connect the door on these 1 by 2 jumper plates, those blue plates that I used. And I'm going to probably add the door with maybe a special color here. So I've got this kind of dark tan, almost brown color here that I'm going to place on top of those jumper plates. So I've got 2 1 by 2s. Now you can see though, we're uneven again. So the plate here does not line up with that. So I'm going to use 2 more jumper plates. And now a cool thing has just happened. I've actually lined up those jumper plates. You can see the studs line up with those 1 by 3 plates on the side. Let's continue. I'm going to want to build up along the back here, like I said earlier, just so we can get our building rising up out of the ground here. So let's change colors. So I'm going to take some tan, because I like the color tan for a building. It looks kind of like a marble or maybe even a stone color for a building. Now, like I said, we lined up the studs on top of these blue jumper plates, but we're not even with the layer. So I'm going to need to take a 1x2 plate, and look at that, it's all even all the way across now. So now let's keep building up our layers, because as you can see, our building's starting to get a little bit taller. Now, I want to add some special features to my building. I want to add some windows. So I'm going to leave some space here. So I'll have 3 sets of windows. Right there, and right here. Okay, and you've noticed probably that I have 2 studs in between each post here, each 1x1. Let me show you kind of a cool trick. I'm going to just put some of these 1x2 tiles down in between, just like this. And then I'm going to find a couple special pieces. So like I said earlier, we're probably going to be using these pieces a lot. I've got 1x1s with studs on the side. So I've got a 1x1 with 2 studs and a 1x1 with 1 stud. I'm going to place those like this. So if I wanted to build sideways, I could connect something here, I could connect something in the middle, I can connect something on this side too. So I came up with a window pattern where it's all 1x2 pieces. I've got a 1x2 tan plate, a 1x2 transparent plate, tan plate, transparent plate, and then I end it with a tile on top. Now watch, if you take 5 plates, stack them together, put them on their sides, it equals the distance of 2 studs, just like this. So just a cool little trick for sideways building here. So we get that cool long window effect here, just like that. And you'll see that when we continue, we'll even out everything as we go. So I'm going to take this 1x8 just to support the back of all of this. And then I'm going to continue around the sides here. So now that we have this even layer, I'm just going to level it off with some plates here, some bigger plates, just so we have a new surface to build on top of. So you can stop there if you like the height of this building, but I'm going to continue make some gargoyles on the sides of my building and maybe a roof and add a little bit more detail to this. So I'm going to take some 1x6s. I want to leave some more space here again. Let's add maybe some gargoyles to the top of our building. So I'm just going to stop right about here, and then we'll be able to build in this section. So my gargoyle, I'm going to start off with some really small pieces. So again, I have one of those 1x1s with a stud on the side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a jumper plate, I'm going to place a gargoyle, or I'm sorry, the 1x1. I'm going to place a 1x2 plate on the side, and I'm going to add this 1x1 piece with a holder on it, just like that. So then if I have 3 of these made, I'll be able to place them right here on the front of my building like this. Okay? And then I'm going to add some glass behind it, so I'll just take some 1x2 pieces, clear pieces. I've just stacked a 1x2 plate on top of them, like this. And then you can see that this layer is not even out, so I'm going to add a special part that I've made here, just to even out the rest, like this. So then we've got an even layer. Now I'm going to make a special pattern around here just to add some maybe relief to the side of our building to make it look like it's decorated. So my pattern is going to be 1x2 plate and then a 1x1 round plate. And I'm just going to do that all the way around the edge of my building. So now that I have this built all the way around it, we're going to add a roof on top. So I'm just going to take some plates here. Now I want my roof to hang over a little bit, so I'm going to place these 4x6 plates so they hang just a little bit over the edge. So, but I need to cover up with a 1x8 plate here at the end, just like that. Now you can decorate the front of your roof, the top of it, however you'd like. So I'm going to add some more of those 1x2 dark blue jumper plates. I'm just going to step them up one layer too, just like this. And then I'm going to just add some cheese wedges to the sides of my building, or on top of those jumper plates, so it makes the side really pop, so the front of my building look really nice. And you can really add whatever you want to the top of yours. I just added this. And you can continue further if you'd like and just add some little pieces here and there, and voila, you've got a nice looking building set up for a city block. I think this one looks kind of like a library, maybe. So now it's your turn. I want you to take your Lego bricks and design your own micro building, and maybe even make a micro building block, a city block. My name's David Howard, Legoland Discovery Center, Chicago's master model builder. Keep on building.